Hi, welcome. My name is James Coley. I'm the King Street Station Program Lead here at the Office of Arts and Culture.
I'm Rohena Alam Khan. I'm the curator of Partition Is Imaginary, a multidisciplinary show exploring partition as a lived experience and historical event.
Shall we take a look at some of the work?
Yes.
Wonderful.
This painting is called Ghost Train, and it explores my grandmother and grandfather's experience of traveling from Delhi to Rawalpindi in Pakistan and what happened on the ghost train. This is actually from a real event where my grandmother opened a window. The ghost trains basically were overpacked, and partition is the biggest migration in human history. And in a train compartment where people were packed like sardines and people were standing on top of each other, my grandmother couldn't breathe and she opened the window a little bit, but a stray bullet instantly killed a little 10-year-old boy. I painted this painting from imagination because I obviously was not there, but I tried to explore what it could look like being on a ghost train in 1947 in India.
Thank you for sharing that. Let's go on, shall we, and get more of this exhibition. And so when you were talking about Partition Is Imaginary, can you tell me more about that concept?
When I went to India in 2020, January, I wrote a poem called Cyril Radcliffe Ain't Shit. And Cyril Radcliffe is the cartographer who drew the lines on the map of India that decided what was going to be India and what was going to be Pakistan. When I was in India, I was thinking about how even though I speak the language, even though I'm the same skin tone, even though our history is connected, how partition divides us. And to move beyond that division, we have to think of partition as imaginary, an imaginary thing that connects, that divides us, but we're still connected despite of it.
Really powerful. Do you feel like these works tie into that, or how do these tie into that?
These particular works by Savneet Talwar, who is of Punjabi descent. She is a faculty member at the Art Institute of Chicago, and she's a fabric artist. These fabric arts, they capture the lines that were drawn by Cyril Radcliffe. In this one, you can see the division, the line that was drawn in Punjab, and these are the lines that were drawn in Bengal. This is like now modern day Bangladesh. And this is actually another take on the ghost train. This is a historical photograph. So I do feel, yeah, these capture the historic part of it. Okay. It captures what happened, and it gives us something to think about the lines. What do these lines mean, and what can we think beyond these lines? Right.
Wonderful. Thank you for bringing that forward here. And I know we have a really special piece sort of at the center of the exhibition here. Can you tell us a little bit about this?
This is a pulkari blanket, and the story of this blanket is my grandmother actually, this is one of the only things we have from partition in my family. This is a blanket that my grandmother took from the first house they stayed at in Rawalpindi. The house was abandoned. It was a very wealthy household, and while she was there were people who actually tried, they broke down the door and they came trying to rob the place. They were asking my grandmother, seeing her sari, they assumed she was Hindu, and they asked her to recite something from the Quran, which she did, after which they said, why don't you come with us and loot all these houses? But she actually passed out. But she kept this pulkari blanket from that experience, and after Bangladesh was separated from Pakistan, like after East Pakistan became Bangladesh, my grandparents moved back to Bangladesh during what was called repatriation, and this is one of the only things that she carried with her, which is why we still have it, because the rest of her stuff, my mother's family's things, everything was lost from Pakistan. And this is the only thing that actually survived both those journeys.
It really feels like the heart and center of this show, and it really, you can feel it in the space. So thank you for bringing this as part of it, for sure.
I feel like this fabric or this entire piece is why this show even happened. In combination with that poem I wrote in early 2020, I wanted to show this as an artifact and as a family heirloom, and it tied this entire show together.
I agree. You want to take a look at one more piece?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a sculpture by Lahore-based artist Riaz Ali. It's very interesting because he uses everyday objects and pitches them against a very grid-like background. He explores, with the grid, he explores the systems, and with the object, this piece is called Sone di Chiriya, or Oof Bird. And in this piece, he's actually exploring how India was looted by the colonizers, by the British, and how we exist in these systems.
Really powerful. Rohena, this has been an extraordinary exhibition and continues to be, and you put a lot of work into it, and it really shows, and it's really a really powerful contemplation of this idea of partition being imaginary. So thank you so much for the work that you brought, all these amazing artists, for the work that you did yourself, and really helping us understand this through your work and through your art. Really appreciate it.
I thank the Seattle Office of Arts and Culture and all the artists who participated in this show. It was a great undertaking and a concept I sat with for 5 years, and I'm really proud of how we put it together.
Yeah, congratulations. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.